Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fireside Casts. Today, we are continuing our Wednesday Trial by Fireside coverage, this time covering a newcomer match. So, today we are looking at tentative versus right wing. Of course, it is week 5, Bagel Week. I am joined by the wonderful Arcadia.
Hello, hello.
So, I guess we can start off, just run down these rosters. Right wing, we have Jaden Pocket Scout, Bromley on Flank Scout, Apple Fritter Enjoyer on Pocket Soldier, Bio Optical on Roamer, Cheeky Boy Demo, and Phantom Medic. As for tentative, Pocket Scout is X, Flank Scout is Dry, Roamer is Sentient. The Pocket Soldier, Mr. Mustard Man, Demo is WSO, or as per their words, you can pronounce it like Wusso. And the medic is King's Meg. So I guess first things first, we're on Bagel here, Arcadia. So what are your thoughts on this map in a newcomer context, I suppose?
And this is an interesting one. I think this map's a little bit intricate, a little bit complicated, interesting to play. So I'm excited to see how some newcomer players tackle it, especially with some of their coaches teaching them how to play.
Yeah, I agree. We actually do have some info on the coaches. I think Jaguar's been doing some mentoring for right wing, and then Math and Trees being the newbie mix assigned coaches for tentative. So I coach a newbie mix team as well, and did a Bagel demo review with them the other day, in addition to just ringing on Bagel, which has kind of informed my opinion of the map a bit. Obviously, I've had the opinion for a while that action on the map is kind of split between the two houses and the point. You just have like those three sort of zones, which of course can't interact with each other like through the balcony and exchange spam and such. But a lot of fights that are happening on any of those areas are a little isolated to those areas.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I've noticed like of course, it's a map that like favors aggression, like aggressive house shoves and house control, and you can get players behind pretty readily. But I've also noticed it's kind of a map where when things are going wrong, it can be very hard to tell what's going wrong. Sometimes just like they'll have control of the wrong house at the wrong time, and then suddenly like a whole plan collapses, and it can be I guess that plays into it just being very aggression favored.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. I think it's, especially at the lower division level, it's hard for everyone to be on the same page about things at all the times, especially on such a complicated map where players can run through and feed. There's just so many ways to access the other team's medic as like a flank player. So it can get pretty chaotic, definitely.
Yeah, it can be a challenging map for medics at any division, really, just because your primary means, I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, players are pretty much able to get on you from either house if your team's not watching it or holding it. But beyond that, like the kind of default kite out is going to be through main, and that's a very like claustrophobic doorway to try and get through, and just like being a step too far forward can get you caught in a lot of like uber disad situations. That being said, I don't expect truthfully, I don't expect medics to be playing like perfect margin positioning and all this. I expect more of a kind of DM fest, but which isn't to say like it's gonna be like unintelligent gameplay. That's the wrong word, but like sometimes people put like a distinction between brain and DM, when like being able to coordinate and fight together as a team like takes a lot of like understanding. So I do think that's going to be like the skill that gets favored here, is just being able to take those fights as a team and aggress together.
Yeah, definitely agree. I think something that comes up in coaching a lot, or the main issue that I see from teams, is struggling to understand how the interaction of who owns the point works.
Hmm.
So, what I mean by that, for those who aren't familiar, is when you have the point, your cap is much, or sorry, you're not your cap, your respawn takes much longer than if you don't have the cap. So you're incentivized to fight anytime you don't have the cap, which can kind of inform a lot of your gameplay. And I
Hmm.
think is difficult to really master the fine details of that in the midst of like complicated sixes battle.
Yeah, you have to be mindful about like denying players and
Hmm.
anything of the sort. Bagel in particular, I it might be a little less. Bagel's weird because the spawns are very quick even when you have point.
Hmm.
Um, so I've noticed, or at the very least, like my team last season that were just horrible at Bagel. Um, and I think lost both our matches on it. And then come playoffs, got really scared and like needed a good Bagel. Scrimmed it a bunch, and we kind of realized that like the the mindset we were in, where like we have point, let's slow things down and just like waste time, is not really that strong on Bagel. Just because like even with point, like getting aggressive is powerful, and like losing a soldier or
Hmm.
something is not the as big a deal if you have point on other maps. But um more than that is just the point caps so fast that a lot of that action like is just centered around flip-flopping that point, because just like a good spam window forcing like players back to heal is enough to flip the point. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah, you just need to be good enough to like if the game, you just ignore Ubers, ignore picks, ignore everything. If one team is like able to coordinate good spam and cap off of it and then hold it for like 10 more seconds than the other team, then they're just going to win the game off of that alone.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm interested to see. So these are players that I'm personally not familiar with, so I don't have any standout predictions ready for us.
Yeah, I don't think I should have looked through their RGLs, but I know tentative being a newbie mix team, most likely can do a quick look here. Most likely all new to 2.6s. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So for those of you just joining again, we did go down rosters, but we'll do this again real quick. We're looking at Jaden, Pocket Scout, Bromley, Flank Scout, and this is for the team right wing. Apple Fritter, Enjoyer, Pocket Soldier, Bio Optical Roamer, Cheeky Boy Demo, and Phantom on Medic. You can run down tentative if you want.
Yeah, so we got X on the Pocket Scout, Dry on the Flank Scout, Sentient on Roamer, Mr. Mustard Man on Pocket, Wusso on Demo, and King's Meg on Medic. As we get to this first mid.
Oh, both teams have readied up. Are fighting now. I was just looking through the rosters. At least for right wing, they're tentative. They're all pretty much completely new to RGL. Either way, a lot of early cap pressure and an early pick from right wing
Yeah,
will
really
be
nice.
enough to just get point outright. And actually, yeah, red is just completely out here. Maybe a pick on Sentient here. Yeah, a little caught out, so it's going to slow them down a little bit. They're going to need to, get back in here, force blue back with some spam and pressure, and then I guess from there just exchange and fight for point.
Yeah, Blue's gonna take a forward hold here immediately, so this is actually pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, burning a lot of time.
Ooh, the demo
Ooh,
gets cut
yeah.
out. That's
So
a nice
that's
trade.
a fantastic trade for Mustard Man. Although tentative are being a little tentative about pushing through right now, taking their time. So at this point, demo will be spawning somewhat soon. Actually, Bio-Optical going behind. We'll be taking a fight on concrete with Dry. We'll be winning that fight. Ooh, hits a nice rocket, but decided to just lay down their life for that. And actually does trade out ultimately. Ooh, Bromley going down, so it's two players down for each team, and just like that, off of you know, seemingly no advantage, just some space. Red were able to flip the point, and blue just capping it right back, picking up a couple picks as well.
Yeah, this has been a lot of chaos so far. No, I'd like to see Tentative take a good 6v6 fight if they can get in someplace.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially since right wing are showing themselves pretty comfortable with this forward hold. Obviously, losing their demo is pretty bad, but as long as they're safe about that, then they can burn down a lot of time. Because at this point, between the two forward holds we've seen, they probably burned off like a full minute.
Oh
it
yeah.
looks like Tentative, yeah, still don't have a good plan of what they're doing. They're just kind of sitting in lobby hoping to exchange spam. Traditionally, against really any forward hold, you typically get through the lower kind of boiler area, which it looks like their flank is doing now, but Sentient and Dry both just dying. Meanwhile, the combo is just all the way like back to spawn, only now rotating out. But down to 50 seconds left. This is looking a little rough.
Looks like the first Uber might come out here.
We see
Big
the
bomb
soldier
coming in, but
the spoon out, unable to pick up WSO. Ooh, and down 3
yeah,
actually
down
for
3.
blue. So they're going to get forced here almost surely. There
Yep.
comes the Uber. So at this point, if red can avoid a pop, then... okay, this...
They're gonna
this
use back in. Looks really good though. They're gonna collapse on point.
Phantom completely caught. Trying to surf out, but again, that main door, kind of tough to get out. So at this point, just keep Kingsmeg alive. Okay, Jaden is
alive on
trying.
3. Goes down.
All right, red finally has a foothold here. So even numbers, but they did deny their soldiers, so their spawners will be a little slower, but we're looking at probably 40 ad. A bit of a, probably a 4-man attempt here. Sent the demo in, and both soldiers, but a little bit delayed here. They might actually, yeah, they do just deny all the spawns. So demo's still spawning pretty quickly, but we'll just get capped right back.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting aspect of this map, how quickly that point caps. They can exchange real fast. They only got 5 seconds, but then denied all their spawns, and they've already got the 50 disad.
Yeah, and at this point, like, we haven't really seen a strong, even fight yet. Well, that being said, it's not exactly even. Red does have about 40 ad, but if blue is just good about spam and positioning, they can just get that point, and then flip-flopping will only win them the round.
Yeah, here comes
so it looks
the
like
big
another
bomb.
4-man. Ooh. Kingsmeg milking and does survive, so they did lose cap in the meantime. But again, blue denying their spawns there did not really make that much difference. Probably worth just the few seconds of cap time.
Yeah, definitely. Down to 4 seconds left with even Ubers.
Yeah,
Isn't so bad.
This is where things get really difficult, because if blue gets that point, then it looks like they're actually shoving a house here, hoping to take an exchange in.
Oh yeah.
And they have all the space, all the cap time. They're just going to get the point outright. And I wouldn't be surprised if the round just ends right here, because red just kited so far back.
Yeah, they
just
can't get
to
there.
point time.
Yeah, those early forward holds really... Yeah, when you have such a massive time lead, it's just so much easier to play.
Yeah, because they're like... Right wing didn't really do anything special at the end of the round. They just like realized that, hey, we have such a time lead. Let's just flip-flop point, and then eventually like... your clock runs out and theirs isn't even close.
Yeah, keep fighting, keep capping.
Ooh, Phantom taking an early rocket in a crater, down to 70 HP, although Sentient first one to go down. And actually Dry, yeah, also dying in house there. So 2 picks to work with. Kingsmeg going down to 20 HP. Blue just walking forward, trying to collapse here. X is, yeah, a little isolated, so that's another pick. And actually, Mr. Mustard, man, also dying in lobby, down 3. We're going to see another right wing forward hold here. And it's really on tentative to try and break this, and also break this in time to stop burning down that clock.
Yeah, with the even Ubers here, let's see if they can use out or get some players in.
We're seeing Sentient bombing in, but...
he does get the spade.
Yeah, oh,
they're
but
gonna
Kingsmeg
lose
dying.
too, though. Yeah.
Dropping Uber and backdoor.
It's a +4. Both teams drop.
Oh, yeah. And at this point, like, blue does have the numbers advantage, although they were getting some picks, but Dry will not be able to 1v3 this. Yeah, sometimes okay, being the first med that drops feels a little better than the second one that drops
Yeah,
when
yeah.
like you can just use whenever you want and still have that. Either way though, we are seeing faster medic from red here. And actually these blue players that don't have heals are just getting forced off. Bromley actually going down. So point flips there. About a minute burned off for right wing. Although, yeah, Dry just in gets a pick on the demo. That's gonna burn off some time for sure. And they want more. They're saying, "What are you
Super
doing
aggressive
here?"
on
Yeah.
concrete. Yeah, get their medic.
Ooh, soldier backdoor. Might bomb in from right
Yeah,
wing. Is
big bomb
going.
onto the medic.
Has the spoon out.
Yeah, hits the direct, but not quite. The
Bio-optical
follow-up, though,
trying to get in.
gets
Ooh,
two.
two
Nice
for
rocket.
one. Yeah, excellent bomb there. Good salvage. And it looks like they're just getting the point as well.
Yeah. It'll be close to even here, so we've got a pretty even round on our hands. Yeah, almost exactly even.
Yeah. Red has definitely they showed that they were pretty decent about getting through the forward hold last time, even though I guess they did drop Uber and almost wipe, but looks like they're trying to get through main here, at least Mustard Man is. They're getting through concrete with their combo. Okay, now they have a foothold. They can start taking a fight. They do have a pick to work with on the Apple Fritter. Ooh, but X goes down on point. They trade out the pick, so trying to focus this guy in left house, get the pick on bio-optical. It's
Yeah, nice
looking
stuff.
good now. A lot of cap time. This should just flip hands. And yeah, right wing forced to leave essentially.
Yeah, a lot of just separate fights over the houses so far. Exchanging hands, or the point exchanging hands, I should say, over just a one-player ad. So,
Although I do see tentative is like very passive. Okay, now they walk in for the exchange.
they pop, yeah.
But yeah, they were postured up to concrete, which it does not bode well when the name of the game. Ooh, Kingsmeg eating a death there is gonna crater. Okay, they trade out the medics. Health is horrible for blue, but they just have the bodies, and it's just up to X to try and 1v4. Will not be enough. Yeah, I was gonna say their more passive positioning is just gonna give up that cap time, and against a point that caps so quickly, you really don't want it to just have it flip hands on fought.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Tentative be a bit more aggressive in these situations where they don't have anything to lose by just trading players and getting really aggressive in the houses. They've seemed to do better this round, though.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, we are seeing some house action from Sentient, just trying to take the 1v1. Oh, they're shoving both houses, actually. They're combo in right house, or we need better names for the houses, but I suppose they are mirrored, so there's no way to not have it be perspective based. Although at this point, okay, they have the picks and they actually just clean up Phantom. Sentient, getting in from the opposite house, is able to pick up that kill. Ooh, Jaden in, trying to kill the med, but
stalling out the cap for quite a while still.
And actually, I think Jaden did the unintentional service of making sure that Tentative did not deny all their players. Ended up only denying a soldier. But 14 seconds left for blue. Definitely still could favor them here. Red does have about 60 ads, so we can expect another 4-man from blue.
4-man inbound here.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to go aggressive left house. I like this move.
Yep,
yeah,
they are bombing in. Ooh, and the stickies just gets the drops straight
really
up.
Nice.
Good bomb from Cheeky Boy. So already fantastic from right wing. They're
gonna get the cap immediately, actually.
Yeah, and they got so many kills besides just the med there. Although Jaden, a little scared honestly of the solo scout on point.
Yeah, they're just gonna get the Uber.
That's just me though. Yeah, full ad here, and 8 seconds left on the clock. This is looking like a very solid round opportunity for blue. They just walk through balcony here, through a house. They actually lose one in the meantime, but as long as they can focus down, okay, they get a soldier pick. They're actually not getting any picks with the Uber. They do get point though. Red nowhere near Uber, down 2 players, so at this point it's just a matter of shooting these players on point, which looks like they're doing exactly that.
Yeah,
just up to
only
X. X might win this fight.
Not quite.
Yeah, that's halftime actually.
Yeah, so first to four is the full game, so it's 2-0 now
Mm-hmm.
in right wing's favor.
Yep. Oh, my server's changing level as well. I suppose I could fish for some logs.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. So that second round, much closer than the first. I think they've really figured out how to get more aggressive and like not succumb to these forward holds too easily.
All right, I do have some logs. I will send it here. What stands out to me here? Well, it looks like there's kind of a stellar Pocket Scout performance from both teams, actually. X going 12 and 7, Jaden going 12 and 2, dying fewer times than anyone else in the server. Which I mean, that's good stuff for a Pocket Scout. You don't want to be like sacking or dying or anything of the sort. What
I want to
else?
point out Apple Fritter Enjoyer, the about 150 damage in the positive.
True, yeah. And
So
just getting a ton of kills as well, tying Jaden and top frags. Bagel definitely. So in low divisions, you definitely see soldiers pop off, just because I don't know, the scouts haven't figured out how to make their lives completely miserable yet. But
yeah,
Bagel as well, you see some really crazy soldier nukes. So Apple Fritter Enjoyer definitely showing up here in the logs. Not too much else I can notice. I suppose, I mean, neither team really using that many Ubers.
almost as many drops as Ubers.
Yeah. So that's interesting, I guess. I think we've seen like one, maybe two exchanges.
Mm-hmm. A
Um,
lot of situations where both teams just exchange players up not to use the Uber in either
yeah.
on either side. So I actually kind of like that sort of behavior. Just saving the Uber, it's really valuable. So
Yeah, I do think the one exchange I know we saw across point, I was gonna nag them a little bit because ideally, at least the way I've taught my newbies about Koth exchanges is that Uber is kind of like a trump card of sorts, where if you eat a bunch of spam suddenly, or they're mounting a lot of pressure and they're just about to cap, you can use that Uber um, to buy yourself like another 5 or so seconds before it gets capped, or even just give yourself a foothold to claw back and then stop the cap altogether. So that's why typically the attacking team that needs to cap the point will just exchange to start, just to get those Ubers out of the way, so that the defending team no longer has that option to just stop your plans once things go well.
yeah, I like that. I think the difficult part about coaching this map especially is like how do you distill all these complicated ideas into simple concepts that are easy to
Mm-hmm.
implement in the gameplay. I think that's a good way to approach it.
Yeah, it can be tough for sure, because I mean, so much of it is just like a lot of the foundational knowledge of TF2 is just experience, and you
Mm-hmm.
can be told a million times um, what you're supposed to do and why it's good or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not until you're actually in the server and do that thing or don't do that thing, and then while in the server think about the decision you just made, that like
Yeah.
that's when you really start to internalize a lot of the concepts.
Yeah, definitely.
I suppose both teams just talking things over. Obviously, right wing in a perfectly comfortable position right now.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of some reverse sweeps after a strong first half, so it's always interesting on both sides to see. But instant ready ups already. I has
Yeah,
to say that.
seems like they've talked things over. Yeah, Koth definitely things can swing either way. And I never gave predictions at the start, but I always predict 4-2 on Koth, and right now that could
Mm-hmm.
go either way.
I'm gonna
So
say a 4-1 here. So let's see.
we do see Dry, first one to go down, and I actually lose 2. Apple Fritter quite weak, but down 2 here. Tentative actually still in, and very dangerous positioning, just potential collapse territory here. Looks like they're trying to shove this house. Spawners are on the way, so as long as they can hold off for this little bit, but the Soldier Bomb cleans up WSO.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Kingsmed going down to 20 HP just before getting back. Ooh, bomb in from Sentient with a nice little rocket there. Cleaning up that pick, so suddenly things just went from poor to fantastic for Tentative here.
Yeah, enormous full ad even. With numbers. Bio-Optical gonna try to salvage, but yeah, they get the point. Mustard Man with a bit of a long spawn, but they've got pretty much everyone here, and they've got the medic, so they can hold aggressively if they choose.
Yeah, full ad as well. Now, we haven't seen Red go for... Oh, it looks like they might take an aggressive Uber in. Yeah, they definitely want to. Med, very far forward. Okay, they do use...
Yeah, this is
Oh,
looking
and
pretty
Phantom
good.
is caught completely. Oh, nice surf on the stick. He might live, but no, scout through main. We'll clean that up. I was going to say, we haven't seen a forward hold from Tentative yet. Down a soldier here. We might not see it here. But, you know, good Uber there. Now they have ad again to work with.
Yeah, this is nice. I like this aggression, really. Definitely mixing things up from first half. I like when teams adjust.
Although Dry dying there makes things a little difficult. You see Bio-Optical bomb in. Sentient going down as well. Although X trades out the pick.
Apple Fritter are in from lobby. Oh, misses the spoon.
Yeah, not even 4-manning there.
Yeah.
Red just fearing the 4-man a little bit, decided to back up, gave up point, and probably a good 10 seconds on point as well. So it still is ad for another 20-ish%. Phantom would be caught. Yeah, they do use. Still think it's ad, which it is. Phantom
Yeah, this
at
is
90%
nice.
now will be able to kite it out, but they clean up 2, Demo and a Soldier, so they at least have something going for them. But they, yeah, this... Red just no interest in forward holding. Could have burned a lot of time doing so throughout the match, but are
Yeah,
just
they get
backing up to their
left
side.
for free. They're gonna just walk it in and start
and
the
it seems like
cap.
they fear an Uber as well. We'll see if they 4-man. It doesn't look like it though.
They've got 2 picks actually. This is looking pretty good for Red. Dry on the combo.
Flank shove from Dry and Sentient were just able
Gets
to
out alive.
kill 2.
Is 11 goes down on point. I'm a bit scared for blue fighting here, actually. Sentient's looking like he could get aggressive on the demo. Demo dropping down low. And they get the force.
Yeah.
Kingsmed actually totally caught
Kingsmed.
90.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll go down. Okay, they get the scout. They get 2, so could see a refight. Oh, but the spoon just shuts down any hope there. Losing Mustard Man and X.
Dry in behind. Actually gets the med. Really nice stuff.
Yeah. Very
big salvage.
That was a fantastic salvage. I noticed Tentative didn't really have a 4-man plan. They just seemed to play to just back up entirely and just gave up point, and there was still disad after that. Either way, now after that very clutch med pick, we're looking at about 40 ad for Red here. Meanwhile, just losing 2 in a house shove, unfortunately.
Mustard Man gonna trade.
Ooh, the bow.
Actually gonna survive, yeah. Clutch bow.
Yeah, it does get trapped off.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 rolling out right now and 1 dead. Red's just gonna have to leave. 80%, it is ad, so we'll see if they recognize that. And Phantom would be caught on point right now, so we'll see what Tentative opts to do here. No real forward hold either. So they're just gonna get through concrete. Ooh, okay, the traps get dead. They're taking it through house. At this point, Phantom is out. So it looks like they're just getting point with this, and Ubers are leaving out, so it's okay.
Immediate sack on the med. Going, right into the 2 flank members. Gonna get the force.
Yeah, but they might get
a
3
bunch of
here.
picks here. Let's see,
Bromley
they're both evading.
does go down. Apple Fritter, though, on 3 HP
Yeah.
is able to survive. Oh, we see the
They
Uber.
get the force.
And at this point, they're getting pinched from that guy behind.
Yeah, this is just chaos on both
Although,
sides.
he gets the demo. Dry
Two
in alone
picks
on the med.
apiece.
Does get shot down. And then it's kind of just a meat grinder on point. Both soldiers are just shooting at the other team's side of point, kind of unaware of each other's existence. But it looks like right wing are going to get the upper hand out of things here. Optical cratering? I missed that.
Yeah, they've got 10 seconds to do something. No Uber's gonna be on the table till later in the fight. Dry's gonna start the cap. Gets good time.
And this is about 20 ad for blue, and if there's ever a time where that 20 ad comes into play, although the bomb in from Sentient,
oh my god,
nice little Minecraft. But in the meantime,
double med.
Yeah,
Med's going down with high Uber percentage, 3 aside.
Oh, I think this is overtime as well, so if blue caps here, then it's just over. Although, Mustard Man in, it's just Jaden living behind right now, waiting for the pack. Spawners are going to be on the way soon, though.
This is going to be a close one.
Ooh. It was almost going to... That could have been a 2v1, but Axe got a little bit... Ooh, damn. Yeah,
really
Axe
close.
Just taking the 1v1 there. Ended up losing, and then their last guy on point going down.
Really high octane. They're going at each other now.
Yeah, absolutely. If earlier in the match was just the teams feeling each other out, now they're going all out. So up 3-0 for right wing. Potential match point for them.
Quick pick on the left.
Little soldier trade. Mustard Man bombing in from behind onto point. And Brownlee probably dying here? No, actually. So Mustard Man dying. In the meantime, yeah, Tentative just kind of in a collapse area right now, and that's exactly what's happening. Ooh, yeah. Losing the remaining 3 combo players. And now we're looking at full ad for blue. They're going to forward hold. And we'll just see how much time they can burn here.
Yeah, I see a lot of Tentative just struggling with the pace of play, I would say. Often getting caught staying in a little too long on the disad situations. As I say that, Phantom and Jaden looking like they might want to use this Uber into them.
Oh, Cheeky Boy had a crazy trap that could have maybe killed the med, but ended up deading. And in the meantime, when I said, let's see how much time they can burn, and I looked up at the clock, it was like 2 minutes 40 seconds, so they've already burned like half a minute just before Red even attempts anything. So they do shove through concrete here, although it's still disad.
Yeah,
Kingsmeg does not have, and now Kingsmeg's completely isolated in the house, so even if they survive, okay, they do link up with the player. Although in the meantime, blue lost 3 somehow in just their perfect Uber, so they're gonna have to back up completely and give up point. Kingsmeg never used, so
yeah, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, kind of out of nowhere as well. We do see Bio-Optical going for a bomb, and it just instantly gets the force.
Yeah, he was low HP from an earlier pipe. They're gonna chase through house a little bit or spawn.
Yeah, only so much you can do here. So. Unfortunate having to miss out on that ad opportunity, but Bio-Optical got a clean bomb off.
Well, we'll see. So they've got 50 ad on the side of blue here, so they'll look to take it right in. Sentient is a bit forward, gonna get caught out, but in the other house, Bio-Optical.
But look at this, like they just cap straight up.
Yeah.
We see the bomb in from Bio-Optical, or rather Apple Fritter Enjoyer.
Yeah, Phantom goes down through all of that. I think, yeah, Cheeky Boy...
It's kind of a wipe for blue.
Yeah. Cheeky Boy traps the stairs, and Tentative just kind of backs up and gives the cap away for free.
Yeah, it's strange to see, because, I don't know, this just... They don't 4-man, but they just give up point, but also don't leave, so...
Yeah.
They're like half committed, but not committed enough to actually contest point and burn that time. Although, time burning, on the topic of that, we're looking at about even time for potentially the first sort of time this game. We see a 4-man coming out
Instant force.
Cheeky Boy and Biooptical both get in. Everyone's getting flashed, so there's no picks to be found. And actually, where's
Yeah, they're
Apple
gonna
Fritter
take the time
Enjoyer?
lead.
Apple Fritter Enjoyer, yeah, just choosing to live here.
Enjoys an apple fritter another day. So
Yeah. Now, at this point, Red needs to either 4-man. Well, they need to keep their med safe and hopefully 4-man. Although Kingsmeg, yeah, just completely caught. They just run through house.
They don't even have to use their milking so long.
Kingsmeg does just kind of slip away.
Yeah, but still, they're gonna get so many picks here. It looks like their whole team is caught. Phantom does go down in the chaos.
Yeah, it's still 50 ad though, so Kingsmeg did a good job.
That's a play to leave.
Yeah, just getting out. Although, hopefully next time they have some eyes on that house and, you know, don't have that caught positioning. Because you don't know if you're getting away with that again. Either way, we're looking at 80 ad for Red, so they're just going to approach here.
And they're going to do it in reverse. Maybe, yeah, go up through the right house. They're right.
Although Phantom also...
Oh!
Maybe a little caught.
The wrap from Apple Fritter Enjoyer. Kingsmed with a long milk.
Okay. So they get the force, and actually Bromley getting a kill behind.
And stopping the cap.
Will take a 1v1, wins the 1v1, now takes another 1v1 with the demo on point, while the combo is just fighting ahead. Ooh,
that was a pretty huge play.
Yeah.
A lot of time stalled there.
Yeah, absolutely. So still even on the clock, but this time around it's going to be ad for blue. Only about 40 ads, so we'll see. But Red just being very passive here, you'll note, just pretty much giving up point in its entirety. Positioned all the way back on concrete, so point just flips hands completely. Dry kind of alone here. It's just fighting a soldier. We'll have to back off.
Really nice pose from Phantom to keep the whole team alive there, actually.
So we do see, ooh, Uber coming out. Oh, and Kingsmeg might be caught here. Yeah, having the kite back into the point will get caught. So 20 seconds left off a full wipe. Things are going to be very difficult for Red. I guess the silver lining is that Ubers won't be in play, but all Cheeky Boy has to do is just trap points, have their soldiers take high ground, and this should just be a lock.
Here comes Wusso in with a bomb, but yeah, not really able to do much damage. And that's the game.
That is the game, so very confident 4-0 from right wing. I do think... What was the big difference maker there? Obviously, we saw...
Jaden. Jaden was huge.
I guess we can look at some second half logs here. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, 20 and 4 from Jaden, so definitely popped off. Yeah, I think obviously there were some strong individual performances. But even in a team perspective, it looked like right wing were just a little more comfortable on Bagel. They were going for forward holds and they were going for 4-mans, and they seemed more, I want to say focused, I suppose, when they have ad, just look to catch the enemy medic. Whereas Tentative, we never saw a real 4-man or any type of sacks. No forward holds, and seemed, I don't know, just less focused on Uber play as well. So definitely, yeah, I don't know, just stuff to look over.
Avoiding getting caught out on in the concrete area. Yeah, Cheeky Boy just able to kind of unload at his nice range, and Tentative just kind of walking into the stickies and being very passive.
Yeah. No, that was faster than I expected. I might still I might have some voice left for the next cast tonight, so that's, I suppose, good.
I mean, that was an entertaining game to watch. Still, honestly felt close throughout, even though it was a 4-0. So
yeah, and Koth always goes that way, where the score never really tells the full story.
Totally.
Because, of course, while I do think that right wing were dominant, and
the right wing.
definitely were confidently closing out their rounds just by like playing that time advantage well once they got it. That doesn't mean that they were never on the back foot, and we were definitely seeing some counterplay from red.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we've gone over logs. Yeah, outside of that, I don't know if there's anything else for us to talk about here.
This was a nice quick one from us this week.
Yeah, I guess so. So, any shout outs from you, Arcadia?
Shout out to Dolphin on the pugs.
Oh, true. Yeah, RGL pugs in the alpha version right now.
Yeah. Quick shout out. I guess I'm in charge of the software team over there, along with some other people, and Dolphin's doing really good work on the pugs. So can't wait to see how this continues to develop.
That is good